Hey y'all, it's Rachel from the Life Facilitator. And today we are going to flip through my memory journal for, let's see, I guess most of January. No, what am I saying? For what I have done of 2025. So let's get into it. Side note, I really should have done more videos with my shelves all done, but we are in the process of moving yet again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the last move for a period of time. But I'm deeply sad to look at all. It looked so beautiful before, but it is what it is. All right, let's get into it. All right. So if you are new here, welcome. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. And also, this is my no photo memory journal. Um, it is an Amy Tangerine Archer Olive collab, and I'm obsessed with it. It's like it does everything that I need a memory journal, a creative journal to do, and you'll see why in just a second. All right, let's begin with January. I do think I have a flip through of this already. My apologies, but who doesn't love multiple flip throughs? So, January, I did a planner stack. This planner stack has basically not changed, and so I have not done another one for the monthly dashboards after that. I never do anything with the monthly, it's just sort of there. And then I did a kind of collagey, junk journal-y of like things I received in January. So either like Happy Mail or like we went to a festival and I got like, bits and bobs and postcards and things. Anyway, so anything that was like basically if it came in a package or ended up in my bag, it ended up here. Also just some extra little bits from creative projects. Love it, super cute. One of the reasons I have returned to this planner is because I love to stamp. And this planner is has the best paper for stamping. The paper's super thick, and so I can use basically any stamp on this paper and it looks beautiful. So here is the first week of January. Lots of stamping, lots of Everyday Explorers, Cocoa Daisy stamps. Love it. This spread I was inspired by Amy Yall to do, and hers always I don't tend to compare, but I mean hers look better, and it was fun to try this, and I do want to do it again, and I know how I would do it differently the next time. This is a mix of Cocoa Daisy and some things from my stash. And I should mention too, like the goal of this journal is just to be a place to document things where I'm not tied to photo documenting each week. So a lot of this is just like little blurbs from the week. And it is a really great practice. It has been one of my favorite memory keeping practices, and it's the one that I typically will refer back to if I'm looking for information. Another stamp friendly, stamp forward week with Everyday Explorer stamps. Super cute. Love this. And then for the February dashboard, I did a collage of all of these little bits I've had in like a little envelope for at least 8 years, which is far too long for pieces of paper to sit in an envelope. So I decided let's add it to make a little collagey page. Is what it is. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but I don't hate it either, so good for me. And then a washi tape sticker from the washi tape shop. I added this big sticker onto the February dashboard. The dashboards are really cool because they already come decorated, which is kind of nice. And yeah. And then February monthly with Cocoa Daisy. Okay, so I don't know if I've done a lot of spreads like this where it's like a monochrome, but I was feeling very uninspired this particular week of like how to fill out this spread. And I decided to go monochrome. Great, like pat on the back to me. I love this. Makes me so happy. And I cannot believe I haven't done it more. So I've marked it. I have a little notebook of like when I get stuck, some ideas. Monochrome is definitely an option. Um, a lot of stamping again, and then some stickers from Happy Planner. Um, love how it's super cute. It makes me really happy. And again, I'm not writing a ton of stuff. Like I'm noting that I filmed some videos. I'm, noting a haircut. Like we're not doing the most in this. At least I'm trying not to. This particular weekend we had like a staycation in Miami Beach, and it was super fun. Oh, love this one. So this is a mix again of Everyday Explorer stickers, no, stamps, and florals from a like floral mega book from Happy Planner. And this particular week was a little bit more journal heavy, and I redid the idea that I had tried back here of doing like the blob of color and the writing, and I did it slightly differently. And this is what I was going for. This is what I like a little bit more. I love having the stamps from the stamp set like as the header, because it breaks up it breaks it up from my handwriting. Super cute. Love this. Oh, I just noticed that the stamp smeared onto the. That's not a big deal. Okay, and then this week was using Cocoa Daisy. This is the Flourish collection, and definitely a favorite so far for 2025. Love how it turned out. I did like a stamp banner here, super fun. And you'll notice every week I'm like, oh, this was super fun. This is super fun. That is the goal. The main goal for this format, for this creative process, is fun, is experimentation, is using my stash. It's not that serious, and that's what I keep reminding myself. And that is a big part of what's helped me stay more consistent with this than maybe my memory planner, because it's just not that serious. And this week I have all of these absolutely adorable little girl stickers, and I made a whole row of them. Kind of like, I was like, oh, I did it with flowers, let's do it with girl stickers. Love it, so cute. Kind of the main focus of the spread. I have a couple of like the things that happen throughout the week, but other than that, that's the spread. Moving into March, I'm not done with March, but here is another collage page, like a page from a magazine that I've had for years. It worked perfectly for March because in March we went to Utah and we drove through a river gorge, and this definitely reminded, I mean, there were no waterfalls, but like this kind of reminded me of it. And yeah, and then added another girly sticker. Didn't even date this one. Not even worried about it. Okay, this week I focused on using like stamped icons for like bullet points or to highlight things, and then just kind of a bunch of other stickers from my stash. And yeah, super cute. Love it. This was super fun. I just recently did this one. Okay, so we went to Utah for my birthday was here, and we went to Utah for this week. My husband teaches at a law school, and so this was the law school break, spring break. And so we decided to go to Utah, and we went because he had a conference, and then we went to Moab after that. And I had bought a bunch of like vinyl stickers at the Canyonlands and Arches National Park gift shops. Great gift shops, by the way. and bought a bunch of stickers. And the bag that everything came in had these little, like, they look like stamps of each of the parks, national parks in Utah and rivers and things. I was obsessed. I knew exactly how I was going to use that bag, and I put it to work in this spread, and oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. And it fit perfect. Well, okay, breathe. Everything looks really cute. I also used stickers from a Passion Planner sticker book. I don't always have. I'm a little hit or miss with Passion Planner stickers. Sometimes they are great, and sometimes they're like, sizing wise, they're not usually what I'm looking for in my actual planner. But I loved these ones for, because we went hiking and we had an Airbnb that had a grill and a little like campfire and thing. It was, yeah, so it was perfect. So that's that. And then that's it so far. Yeah, that's it so far. So that is what I've done. I should also say that, so the last week I've completed is March 10th through the 16th, and it is currently April, what are we on? April 24th. So I have some catching up to do, but the key for me with this journal, memory journal, is to remember, again, it's not that serious, and that I want to have fun while I'm doing it and not overthink it, play with different formats and ideas and styles through each week, and yeah, keep my memories documented. So that is a look at my journal so far. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Bonus content. Excuse my voice. I just returned from Little Craft Fest, which was put on by Little Craft Place. And it was a 3-day event that had like a crafter stationery marketplace and workshops and all sorts of things. And I brought this guy because I was hoping and praying I would have time to work on it while I was there. And I did. I actually worked on it. Amazingly, I worked on it in an Amy Tangerine workshop, which is fitting, seeing how this is the Amy Tangerine Archer and Olive. And so I wanted to show the couple updates. While I'm making this video, I might as well show you those little updates. So we left off here, and I added some stamps from the marketplace. These are Lail by Mail stamps, so cute. And then my writing bled through, so I just covered it with some stamps. Here's the page I made during the Amy Tangerine workshop. Aside from the journaling, which I added in. I was just very inspired to play with, we got some the tiniest watercolor travel set that I've ever seen, which I have promptly lost. But it had these colors in it, so I did some color swatches, and then I used stickers from one of her newest sticker books that we got during the workshop to basically do like color collages with the colors that are on the day, and I love it. It looks so fun, and even though this is not the week of Little Craft Fest, that is this week here, I love having this week in here because it will always remind me of that workshop. And I really actually did not have a lot to say for like the first 2 days. So it was super nice to just have it kind of filled in. And yeah, so I thought I would add this to the end of this video. And I have just definitely felt more inspired to get in here and play, and to prioritize creative play rather than sort of content productivity, which is an easy trap to get into if you are a creative who makes content. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!